I have two, and I've had one that I've held on for. So I'm gonna give you this one because I think eventually we're gonna get in to my other one about, a certain player. I was watching, a lot of basketball this year. And there's teams that I shouldn't have been watching just because of who they had on the court and just the terrible, terrible structure of this team. But I watched a lot of Detroit Pistons games because I was interested in Cade. I was interested in some of these younger guys, Sadiq Bey, you know, um, Isaiah Stewart. The Pistons had the potential, hopefully they don't get screwed by the lottery. The Pistons had the potential to get like a top three, top five pick. I honestly think that if they get a top three pick, most notably if they get Chet or if they get Jabari Smith Jr., they're a play-in team next year. They are so scrappy. They play so competitively against a lot of top end teams. If you look at their March games, they were playing tough. And I want some money off Detroit, so maybe I have a little bias there, but I don't know, man. I think that they can mess around. Now, when I did think about this, I kind of looked at those other Eastern teams. The Eastern Conference has gotten a lot more competitive, so it is a lot tougher for, me to say that they're going to be a play-in team, but we all had Indiana in the play-in. Who's to say a
Hmm.
team like Atlanta doesn't fall out? Who's to say a team like, they had a great year, Cleveland doesn't fall out? I'm just saying, I think, they'll be in that final race near the end of the season to clinch a playing spot. I don't think they're going to do anything, but I just really like what I saw with the young guns. Again, they have potential to get a top three pick. They've got a lot of money. There's rumors about Miles Bridges, local Detroit boy. I'm seeing Jalen Brunson. That boy is going to get a bag, and I would not be shocked if Detroit throws 25 sheets at him. I'm just saying, I think it'd be interesting to watch Detroit next year.
Okay. I
That's
mean,
kind of interesting. I just can't fathom who you think is going to fall out of that top
I
10
know
or
it's
top
tight.
12.
I
It's
know,
tight.
because like I'm looking at like the
Pause.
table, and it's like, wow, you think your 23 and 59 Pistons are gonna be amazing next year?
I don't think they're going to
I
be
don't know,
amazing. I
but
I watched them and I did just scrappy and like they really kind of near the end let Isaiah Stewart stretch the floor. He was hitting threes like so much so that like at the start of March his line for sports betting was 1-3 a game and it was like plus odds to at the end of the
yeah,
season it had raised up to two and a half threes a game. Like they've got Cade. Cade's just going to grow. Now I know, Sivash, you speak a lot about players' second years. They usually have a fall off point, so that could definitely happen with Cade. The thing that I sort of like about it is Cade had a stronger second half, so I'm hoping that that leads him into a positive second year. Something similar that we saw with, well, really both Lamelo and Ant Edwards. But I don't know, man. I'm just really interested. I think Jeramy Grant might be traded. I think they might look to get a piece in there. You got a coach that has, you know, he's used to that grit and grind, try to grab into the playoff style. Obviously, he wasn't able to win a championship in Toronto, but a lot of that culture that was built in Toronto was built by Dwayne Casey. So they're just gonna be an interesting team to watch. And if I had to buy the league pass next year and I couldn't pick my own team,
don't ever
Detroit would
buy
be
the
a team
league
I
pass.
would
Take that
watch.
back right now. Take that back right now. Don't ever
No,
buy
I
it.
know.